Hey everybody, this is Alex from my Trader's Journal, and today I am highlighting a couple of trades I made today on MDY. The first one was the one I put in yesterday, right before the end of my video, on September 320 for MDY, the naked put that is expiring at the end of this week. Had it in there where I put the order in. It was about 25 cents. Above $3, around $3.25 is like it was trading for. I was trying to get it down to 3. Came down to 3 right at the open, really. So here it is at 9:35. It was trading at 318.16. My order hit, and I sold. I bought it back for $3. As luck would have it, it has gone up today pretty nicely. And even at even at 318, that meant I left over $1 time value on the table with just this week to go. So only 4 days minus 5 minutes of the opening that I missed out on. So I could have done better than that. Not real happy I closed it at 3, but I'm out of it. And instead of worrying about it too much, I went ahead and saved in the money. My plan that I was talking about yesterday, and I've been thinking about for a while, was to close at 320 and sell at 315, hopefully for November. If I could have waited for this week to finish out and the November contracts to show, but as I was showing yesterday, there are no November contracts. It goes September, October, December. So I went ahead and went out to the December contract. Sold while MDY is trading at 318.35, a few cents higher, not much. My order hit for 9:30, and I took a decent chance there being in the money, but it's pretty cool if you look at the spreadsheet where I track it. I had looked at all these. This is going for the near month, not into this week, but out to October. I was looking at if I did the 315 or the 320. Returns would have been great on the 320, 15% annualized, but I only had a little over 1% cushion. I wanted a little bit more than that, so I went out to the December contracts, and I didn't want to go as low as 9% or even less than 9% really for the 315 contract, so I went ahead and pushed up to the 320. And what that got me is almost a 3% return, just straight out annualized 11.28, and I can have a 2.4% drop if it falls. That would take me down to 310.70. So 310.70 is, let's see, right around here. Pretty good. It's below this longer trend line. It's funny, I don't even remember where I was drawing that from, so let's see. Yeah, that's actually a decent. I'm going to even darken that up so I remember it for future. The way I'll do these charts sometimes is the lines that I think are a little bit more important, I'll make them darker, if I can click on it. A little bit thicker there, then I know it stands out. Some of the smaller ones, like all these that are useless now, but I just haven't removed them. The smaller ones I'll put in there just short term, just to see if I've seen something. But the longer term lines, or lines I think are a little bit more significant, I'll leave in there for to stand out a little better. So there's a thin one I have in there. That's actually one I could even thicken up too, because I think that could be a second area of support. So the way it is now, I'm going to go to the shorter chart here. The way it is now, I think that support will hold either at this trend line coming up that's now over 318, 318.50-ish. Coming below there, this horizontal line, actually I saw this one after the fact today, but that's right where I think I'd seen that a while ago and then came back to it today. It popped up above what was the point of resistance from yesterday and close to the point of resistance from last week, but also where it had been support a few weeks ago back in August. So now it's above that. It might come back down, retest that mark, drop into the low 318s if it does go below this short-lived trend line here. Below that, I could see support again around 315. Below that, I've got all these other moving averages that could lend a hand, and even this short one here, that's the shortest of them all, it looks like. trend of higher lows. So I could see it on a bad day, bad few days, bad week, come down towards 314, 313. And remember, my cost is 310.70 right here. So if I'm assigned, but it pushes it up here, and even on the longer term trend line, it would still be pretty low here. So I'm pretty good there, I think. I don't think it's a big risk. I wanted to get over 10%, especially since the rest of my account doesn't have a lot of risk, and I have some cash available. So I'll need to get on that in the next few days too. That's my other positions expire this week. But big thing of the day was I brought in, I did pay 324 cents to close the first position, but I opened up with a nicer amount of the almost 330, 329.74 after paying roughly a quarter in commission on both of those trades. And look at that, must be a half cent in there, because 26 and 24 add up to 51, which, even being from Georgia, I know that 26 and 24 don't add up to 51. And so here I'm looking at where it could go. It could keep on going up. I mean, I see no reason, as far as a technical view, of why it could keep going up. I mean, there could be any kind of macroeconomic or geopolitical event that changes anything, or another weather system that comes through and does something. But in the near term, on the chart, it looks like the coast is clear for a good push higher. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and push up to see if I get the full value of it at 320. If not, I've got room to the bottom to mess around with, and even if it's assigned, it won't be that killer. Maybe we have a 5% decline sometime soon, which we are definitely overdue for. I'd only be down 2.6% and expecting to come back. So pretty good about that. That's the only trade. I'm not going into full account review today since I did as much yesterday, but highlight is the couple of trades I made look like pretty good and set me up for a good end of the year. And that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye.